Life.
Hey loves, I'm stopping by really quickly just to let you guys know about my new merchandise that I recently put out. You guys asked and I delivered. You can now pick up your Pick Me Nation t-shirts, you guys. I also have Winter is Here merchandise. And I also have Who You Want, Gotta Want You t-shirts as well. So make sure you go and support. It is the holiday times. Definitely go pick up a shirt or a mug for your mother, your fathers, your sisters, brothers, your husband, wife. Make sure you go and support. I have those shirts available now. What up, YouTube? It's your girl Dee Dee. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another video for you guys. Now in this video clip, this woman says something that just, oh my God, it was just crazy as hell. Listen, when I heard this, I was just baffled. So I want to play for you this clip, what this woman says in this particular video, and let me know your thoughts on it because I thought it was just insane. You hear me? It was insane what she said, but I want to give my thoughts on it. Make sure you chime in the comments below. If you are new to the channel and you like the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe, share and like the video, and turn on your notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. Let's get into the video. Here we go.
He can't have no kids?
I don't want a man with kids. I don't want a man that comes with drama. I don't want a man with a baby mom. I don't want it attached to me. I want to date someone and have them be in love with me and me only.
I kind of feel her because my delulu, I never wanted a man that had a sister or a living mother. Like your mom's gotta be. You got a sister? How many sisters you got? 3? Nah, get on them out of here. I was dead serious.
Your mom's has to be.
First of all, don't judge me when I'm speaking my truth.
No, I have to. You can't. Your mom's has to be.
Yeah. The way some mothers are with their sons and the way that they treat their sons like they man, and that is disgusting.
Bruh.
Like if you got plans with me, you gonna dub me because your mother needs to go to the supermarket? So now I gotta wait for hours because you gotta go with your mother to the supermarket. Where's her man? I know we had plans, but my sister need me to. Where's your dad?
Women don't like competition.
But I'm not your competition.
Yes, you
I'm your
are.
brother's girlfriend. I'm
You're
your son's
vying the way
girlfriend.
she loves him against the way that you
Go see the lady.
That's all you doing right now. Is like, I don't like the fact that somebody else cares about your well-being more than me. The idea of them to judge me.
I'm not coming second to no other woman. I need to be able to call my man. I can't rely on my man because at any given day he gotta do something for 6 other bitches. Yeah. Nah, I'm out of here. You lost me. Marry your mother.
So his mother has to be deceased. And he can't have any sisters for her to date him because she has to come completely first while they're dating, mind you. It's not like you're married to him. I can understand if that's your husband, but you mean to tell me you're dating him and he can't check on his mother? He can't see anything. He can't do anything for his mother. He can't, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's insane to me. But you know what's funny about this? Women like to talk about the sisterhood and women raising children and women are the matriarchs and they're so great at it. But at the same time, you don't even want to date a man who has his mother in his life because you can admit that a lot of these women have control over their sons and they make their sons son husbands. These single mothers do. And you don't like it, but y'all don't say anything when it's being perpetuated. When you hear men on these social media spaces talking about how these women create these son husbands and how these women attach to their sons and make them, you know, like their man, you don't hear a lot of women coming against that, but they know they don't like mama's boys. You know, you don't like a man who's under his mother like that, but y'all don't complain about, y'all don't say anything about that. This is what, you know, that's the interesting part. You don't hear a bunch of women coming at the mothers and saying, hey, y'all are raising, where are the fathers? These young men need the fathers in their lives because it all comes together. But they don't want to acknowledge it, but it's the very thing that y'all end up complaining about. So you don't want a man, basically. She doesn't want a mama's boy, a man who puts his mother first and the women in his life first before you. You don't want that. But a lot of times when that happens, it typically happens. You see that in single mother-led households. Let's be honest. But every time we talk about those single mothers, households are the worst for these young boys and these young girls, and how this is not optimal. That children need their fathers as well. You don't get no pushback. Oh well, single mothers could do it, and why are y'all hating on single mothers? But the single mother-led households or they're raising the type of men that y'all don't want. It's just baffling to see this happening. But she wants to be the center of his attention, and she doesn't want anybody else to have it. Now, that's one thing to have a young man who's up under his mother and his mama's boy, but it's a difference between you being jealous of his family, because that would be his family. You know what I mean? If you're not his wife and you're just dating him, then there's nothing wrong with him taking care of his family and making sure that his mother is good. And there's nothing wrong with him having a good relationship with his mother. If that's the case, there's nothing wrong with that. And you could have your place would be his woman or his wife, and his mother is his mother. It shouldn't be, any woman shouldn't be threatened by his family members. You know what I mean? But like I said, she went on to say, because these mothers, because they raised their sons to be up under them. They raised their sons, in a feminine way. Like they raised their sons to be son husbands. That's what she's explaining, in my opinion. I don't know how else, to put it, other than the fact that a lot of these women raise what they consider son husbands, where you raise your sons to treat you like you're the woman. So I get what she's trying to say, but that would mean, you would have to start, saying something about these single mother-led households, how these, and then she asked, where's the father and where's her man? They don't normally have a man, but to just straight out say that you don't want to date a man if he's close with his mother and he has sisters, it's just insane. Once again, it's every man is not raised the same. There are men out here who are raised with fathers who understand that once, he leaves his household and that he has to become the man, and he has to become the man in his household, that once he's married and he has a family, that his wife and his family is his responsibility. Those men are typically taught, what their responsibilities are by their male mentors or their fathers or the male figures in their lives. But when you're raised by just the mother and you don't have any male figures in your life, you're going to think like a woman. And a lot of the men that think like that are raised by women who taught them that your mother is everything and that you should do everything for your mother. So if you were to get in a relationship with a woman, you gonna put your mother first, and your wife, and I'm talking about being in a relationship or married, not just somebody you're dating, but even if you're dating a woman and y'all are getting serious, that man would understand that this is something I'm trying to create for myself. And, and if I want to make this woman my wife and build a family with her, my family this is now my family that I'm leading my family, and that I have to be responsible for my family. Most men know that. But if you're raised by a single mother and you're taught that your mother is your everything, then you might have an issue with that type of man. But every man is not thinking like that. Every man is not raised by a single mother who thinks that, he got to do everything for his mothers and his sisters, and you gonna come last. So I think I kind of get what she's saying, but it's insane to say, she has to be deceased and he can't have sisters. That's crazy. But once again, I think this is where a lot of women they don't really know how to articulate themselves, and you just say it in a way that kind of like, put all men in that category, and every man is not the same. And maybe she's dealt with some men who were mama's boys, who actually did that. And I don't think that as a grown man that's the way it should be, especially when you're in a relationship, a committed relationship or a marriage. Then your wife and your children should come first. This is insane to me. I don't think it has to be that drastic, but I think I get what she was trying to say, is that she don't want a man that's supposed to be her man to put her last or put her, secondary to somebody else. But that's what happens when you become a wife. When you are a wife, then I think as a wife, you should come first, just like you want your husband. He will come before anybody else. I think that's your responsibility. That's what you should do. But to say his mother has to be deceased and he can't have sisters, he can't control if it's, if his mother had other siblings and they happen to be his sister. He can't control that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just, I thought this was insane to me. I want to know y'all thoughts, because baby, when I heard this, I was like, I ain't never heard nothing like this. I ain't never heard nobody say that. I've never heard somebody say, if I date you, your mama has to be deceased, child. I never heard that. This is a new one. That you can't have a mother because you can't have no sisters. because I got to be the only woman in your life and everything got to be centered around me. That's what that sounds like. Some type of next level of control. Like, I don't care. You got sisters? Oh, hell no. You got a mama? Oh, nah, I can't. You know, you don't know what type of mother it is. You don't know what his family dynamic is. You have no clue. You just, oh, he got sisters, he got a mama. I'm out. Well, you gonna be single, baby. That I don't know how that's gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? But I thought this was insane. But listen, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comments of this video of what she said. What's your thoughts on this? Please chime in. I want to hear your thoughts on this one. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.
DeeDeesReactions. Tell a friend.